So this is indoor garden tour. I've uploaded a video a few days ago of my indoor area, and this is what it looks like now. This is about 3 weeks ago when I started doing this area here. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. So a lot of these plants here that I have growing here, I've been growing them outside. Since we have winter here in Australia, I have to find a spot where I can put them wherein they can enjoy the sunshine. I mean, of course, you can see there's a lot of indoor plants here as well, which I kept indoors. And the rest of the succulents that I have here, like that string of hearts growing in there, that has been growing outside before. But the minute it got cold, I brought it in. So as this Plectanthros, I bring it indoors because I'm not sure whether it can handle the frost or not. But this one, I keep mainly here just to ward off the bugs. Or that plant will help to ward them off, like keep them away. This space is not very big at all. It's only 2 meters by 2 meters. And this is my hallway. And also, this used to be my reading nook until I got into plants, and then I bought some shelves, and now I have to rearrange it because before I just don't know what plant to put in here because I was still trying to learn about these plants. And now that I have a little bit of idea of their growing habits, of what they like and what they don't like, now I've decided to create a space for them. So this is going to be actually a permanent area for a lot of the, well, indoor plants, of course, they can grow in here, but the succulents mainly. So, except this one. This one has to be taken out during Portulaca Oleracea. So this normally goes really all pink. So I've got videos of this growing majestically beautiful pink, like pinkier than that pink there from this Tradescantia fluminescens or something. If I get the wrong, it is fluminensis. See, I told you, tricolor. Got the name there. I have to keep a label on these plants because I can't memorize all of them because I tend to give them nicknames and then the nicknames are normally wrong. And then that variegated Jacobsonii or weeping jade over there, there's a variegated form, so you can see that on there. There's a variegated form and there's another non-variegated form. They are not frost hardy and it's just too much work for me to bring them inside and take them out. So that one's going to stay here. Now the coleus over here is cuttings. It's growing in water. So this plant that I have here is already 10 years old, or well, over 10 years old. So it's one of the plants I bought, or the first plants I bought when we moved into here. All I've been doing is harvesting it every year at the end of winter. It's a bit like this one. Oh, there they are. Oh my goodness. So that plant there has already died on me, but I'm able to save. This is not exactly the same plant or the plant that originally I bought. Okay, that's not very good with the sun now. But all I've been doing is propagating them during winter, taking some cuttings and sticking it in water. So that's why it's a bit like that. So any new growth I will get from these ones later on. Look at all those little shoots there. I break them off and stick them in water and they grow fairly quick. You can plant them directly into the garden in tropical places, but in here in Canberra where we get frost and all, it's just hard work. So anyway, but if you want to put them in the garden, then that's fine. That's what you can do, so you can have like a forever plant. I have roughly counted how many plants I've got here, and I think I've got almost 100, and I brought in a few more. So I reckon I would have truly have over 100. But anyway, this one's now, okay, my Calizia rosato, pink lady, oh my goodness. If you know the story, I only have one bit like this that was given to me. But anyway, now I've got a whole lot of them. I don't know why a lot of people are having difficulty growing them, but then I will put it down to the soil mix. All I use for this ones is 50% master succulent soil mix and 50% cocoa peat. Give it some liquid fertilizer, water it when we're letting it dry down before watering it again. And this one, even in winter, I've actually just, oh, this is already dry again. Oh my goodness, I just watered you 2 days ago. Now, I'm going to go away. I'm going to get my daughter to not even touch these ones, because if they die, they die. Doesn't matter. So the whole point of me growing plants is for myself. It's not for someone else to look after. It's my responsibility, and or even the kids. It's just too much of a burden, because I feel bad. My daughter feels bad every time she kills my plants or the plants that I gave her. So those ones are baby Bernalensi, and they're enjoying the full sun of the window. See, they're close to the window. And then I brought in, so that one there is crassula bluebird. What are you? Black widow, kalanchoe over here, which is just a cutting or a leaf grown. Can't remember anymore. I've got graviolens here. I've got crassula, gollum. I think this one is a gollum or lady's fingers, one of two. I get confused with those two, but it doesn't matter. It's a crassula, and they're not really as frost hardy as they should be. It is beharte. Ooh, I just had a look at the price, because that's the very expensive $25 for half the size of that one before. It's growing. So anyway, now I've got my pussy's ears, my panda kalanchoe. So I think this is a kalanchoe section. Oh, by the way, this agave creme brulee that my friend Jem gave me, I've had it growing outside before, but it's in the covered area, and then I took it out for the full sun. It went all pink and beautiful in spring and summer. It's summer actually, and first half of autumn, but then now we got frost. It got hit by the frost. It's a frost hardy. So now I brought it in here, and this is where she's gonna grow. And when she gets a bit bigger, she's gonna move closer to the window there. Down here, look, cobwebs are forming on my, oh my goodness, my mundas. Hello, this is a beautiful Echeveria mundas. Look at that. It's still small. Look, okay. So my thumbs are compared size. There you go. So the good size, actually. When you're looking at photos and videos of plants, you don't really know. It looks like it's so big. Look, it's so big. But this is the size of a candle. You have tea light candles like this. So this is now size comparison. So this one is grown from a leaf. This has been growing in here, and then of course I potted it up, and now it's growing in here. And I just want to find out which plant will grow. So anyway, this Bloody Maria I find they don't really like direct sunlight. I've got some growing in my 50% UV shade cloth area. Is much prettier than the ones growing outside in full sun, but this one I'm keeping in here. And this is one of my bluebird that I've actually cut off. So that is a chop job. And that one now, that mommy has got a few babies now, but her babies are still growing in the grow light. But oh, so gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, but anyway. And also this Ben Buddies. Ben Buddies is a prolific grower. Hang on. Oh my goodness, that's hard to reach. Now, this one was much prettier when I had it growing outside. Now, grown inside, the color has faded a little bit, but I still want to know if it's going to grow cluster, or if it's going to get attacked by mealybug, or all sorts of things. So growing condition inside, see how they survive being grown inside. And then also, let's go compare. This is actually quite large, okay? So now I'll put you back here, and this is my Bernalensi, Graptopetalum Paraguayensi, SSP Bernalensi. Okay, this is so gorgeous. Okay, I'll put you. There you go. Oh my goodness. Don't know if you're seeing that in the camera. Oh, beautiful. It's so beautiful. Put your best face forward. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, so chubby. Okay, size comparison. Oh, Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so hopefully those small ones I've got on top growing there would look like that. Okay, I'll put you here. And I have actually, okay, lined. Okay, you can go back here. Bloody Maria, it's like, I think here in Australia, bloody is like a swear word or cursing. There you go. And so that's why every time I see Bloody Maria, I am not cursing. It's just that's what it's called. That's the name. Anyway, this is my Cupid. Stupid Cupid. Hello. This is from Jem. He's not stupid. But the Cupid itself, it just rhymes. I like that song. Stupid Cupid. Stop picking on me. Now, this one is gonna grow in here because I've got lots of lilac spoon or topsy-daisy growing outside, and this one's gonna enjoy the inside. And also I've got pakipai tumaga moonstone growing as well, and moonstones are quite hardy. Oh, look at the beautiful red crassula over there. Adenium, Euphorbia, pachypodium. My Euphorbia lupulina is flowering. I think they look like shrimp when they flower. Look, but it's not coloring up, so I only got one stem. Very expensive plant, that one. I bought that one, but I love the flowers, so I thought, oh, shrimp plant. Yes. So whether it colors up, I don't know. And oh my goodness, this one. Have you ever seen Alocasia? I think they're Caprea or something like that. But anyway, one of the new growth, new leaf, has got this pink tip and it's white. They normally, like when they sort of bud up, it's just sort of green. This one is the first one I've seen that's yellow. But look at the sheen of the leaves and, oh my goodness, oh my Lord. It's like, I don't know, I could just, well, I normally just sit here the past few days. I don't get anything done because I just sit here for a few minutes. I do set a time limit of 30 minutes at the most, not doing anything. I just sit here in my chair. I move my little footrest. Look, I got my winter gear. And I just sit here like this and enjoy my plants. And I thought, oh, I might even read a book or two. So I got my plant books in here. Yes, I've got hardy succulents. Eco Deco. Oh, speaking of Eco Deco, let's take a look at up there. Okay, this is my favorite things. Gemstones in general. I love gemstones. So I've got the agates there. My little hat that I wore, that I wear when I go to Melbourne Cup Day party. And look, these ones, little hanger things, I was so impressed when I found these. They're only $3 at Kmart, not advertising Kmart, but it's cheap, $3. You don't have to do anything because I found that after I made my little hanger here. So this is just an off-cut of a little timber. So look, it's gonna move, it's gonna move, it's gonna move. Okay, don't drop. Anyway, so I put two little wall hooks. So very easy to put together. And this is what are you? My slow growing Philodendron micans. Look, I got a name. And oh, string of hearts. Look how big my string of hearts are. This is quite big. Let's go get our candle. Look, how big is that? That's quite a large shape. Leaves of heart, of string of hearts. This plant is a stock that came from my original string of hearts that died in me because I went away and then of course forgot to water it. I had it growing outside. They are semi-frost hardy actually. Well, put it this way, I haven't directly exposed them to the frost, but they have been growing outside, and they were happy growing outside, except for when they don't have water. And this one is what's left. Like when I came back, the whole plant, I used to have like a 3.5 meter long plant. So like that one there. So that is my really, that's almost 2.5 meters. 1, 2, yeah. Once it reaches the bottom there, that's going to be 3 meters long. And it's not 600 to go. This one, this was my birthday plant. Look how thick that is. And I've already chopped off some leaves to propagate. Yep, look, rooting. So I can't plant them. Well, I could, but anyway, I'm just going to leave it there with water. And the bottom leaves, when they sort of start showing signs of dying on me, or it's a bit sort of out of the way, so it's a bit like that, that's earmark for chop chop and stick in here. But this is just so gorgeous, even with that pot in it. So anyway, this is what I call little pleasures, my plants. Like most of you who's watching this video, I'm sure you love your plants to bits, and they give us so much pleasure, and they provide lots of good oxygen for us. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Apparently I found out they don't actually provide that much oxygen. There you go. But it's just nice to look at anyway. So whatever little bit counts. Now this one, broken off a little bit in here, and then look, this one is reverting back to its original, this Calicia rosato. And oh, look, this one's my superbum. Oh, look how fat this leaves. One leaf, really fat. Okay, let's break that off. Look at that, quite fat. And what I do, I break them off and I put it here, and the babies just grow. Look, you can take that, plant them in the soil, and they can have their own lives to live, or you can leave them in the same pot to leach off the parents. Okay, I'll just move this here. Okay, they say succulents don't like water. This is my string of burro's tail, or Sidomorgananum, or yeah, burro's tail. It's not string, it's burro's tail. Now this burro's tail over here has been growing indoors here, and these ones I just scattered a whole heap of leaves into that pot, and this is now almost 4 years, I think, they're growing inside here in my bathroom, and I just taken it out in here, and then I forget to water it a lot of times, so it keeps dying on me, and I hate it because the minute you breathe on it, the leaves falls off. Oops, see, there you go, I drop another one. But saying that, this one has been growing in water. Look, see that there? See the water level? That has been growing, that grew in the water. And look at all those roots. I don't even know if it's gonna come out of it. But this thing, if you touch it, look, it doesn't fall off. So it's the other one here, 2 of them, look. And they seem to be happy growing in water. And also this Romeo here, look, I've got Romeo, I've got gold money eye, and this is, oh, Peperomia de labriformis. Grow it in the sun, and look what happens to it. It grows red like the graviolens. Look at that. So where's my graviolens? Look, there's the graviolens, and then the labriformis. It's not as dark as the graviolens over there on the left, but it does color up, and it's beautiful. Look at that. This is actually pale red. I had it much pinkish red when I had it outside. It's almost like the Romeo color there. And I brought in my Coccinea recurvata here, because that's not, I can see that it's not frost hardy. So after growing succulents for a while, I mean, torturing succulents for a while, I get to know instinctively which one is frost hardy and which one is not. And right now, this one's telling me it's not frost hardy. And this Tradescantia here, look at this Tradescantia. Look how cute they are. Oh my goodness, they're just sitting there. I just plucked them a couple of days ago, and it's got teeny tiny roots. You stick it in the soil and they just take on. They fast growing, and apparently, well, I had it exposed in the sun, and it's all, that's why it's all nice and purple like that. But They will grow green if grown inside, but they are fast growers. So even my Augusta babies are here. My baby fingers are over there, and I think that one is Moranii. And up the top here, look, I've got my sea dragon or red dragon. Keep calling it sea dragon. Red dragon, first baby that's I brought inside. And my fantasy cactus, I've already potted up after almost a year of not being potted up. And anyway, lots of different plants. Philodendron, my pink princess. Okay, so it's got some variegation. Every single leaf has got a variegation or variegated or pink showing. But this has been growing downstairs where it's in the dark. So I thought I'll bring it up here. Look at the back of it. Oh my goodness. See? Bring it up here so it can have a little bit more light. They don't really like direct sunlight, but they need bright light for them to color up. My Aloe Dorothea, which the first year I've grown it, the first summer basically, it was only like one plant, and it went all red and beautiful. And of course you can see those dry leaves. That has been over years of suffering from frost. They get damaged and then they recuperate, and then they get damaged again. So I thought this year I'm gonna bring it inside here. I still have to find a spot. I have to create a spot outside where it can grow, a mini greenhouse or a mini glass house for my Dorothea. But for now I'm keeping that there. So there are so many plants in here that I could go on. And my original string of turtles, I've actually got a bigger string of turtles, like across. This is so thick. Oh my goodness. It's just, oh, you want to, you know, those bubbles, plastic bubbles, you want to press it like because it's so thick. I measured the biggest one I had, like on the side. It's 7 millimeters. I could not believe it. It's so thick. And what else have I got here? Oh, yes, PVN. Okay, I just saw my PVN over here. So now, oh, my lovely rose. So my Lola and, oh, baby fingers and Echeveria Ruth. And this is one of my not arrangement. I just plonked them in there in one of the videos. That's a water lily. Serum clavatum. Okay, that's big, and I get excited with, okay, look how big that is. That's one of my propagated leaves or plants. I can't remember anymore. Too many plants, too many videos. But I just put them together. It's one of my videos of rooting, cutting, or pretending to buy succulents online or something like that. Anyway, oh, look at that one hiding in the corner there. What are you, pretty one? Ficus petiolaris. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. So you need labels. So I leave the labels so I don't forget their names. Oh, this one. What are you? Epiphyllum cactus, but I'm sure I've murdered that one. It is Chrysocadium. See, I told you, that's why you need the label. So it says Epiphyllum Chrysocadium. When I started with this plant, literally, it's like this bit here, up, and it's even chewed up by my budgie. What do you call this? It's literally, it's about that bit there. That's how big it was. It grew to how big is it now? Look at that. And look, I just noticed this one has got roots on the tip here. So now this one is going to grow into a large plant. Cactus as well, they have been suffering outside. So this year, I think that one needs watering, is going yellow. So this year I'm bringing them in and I'm leaving them here until I can find or I can build a glass house for them. This is where they're gonna stay for now. And I guess that's all. Just like a quick tour, like a quick long tour. And also, look at this one. I love Begonia. Begonia. So these are my oldest. These two have been one of my oldest plants. This one I bought, I still remember. It was tiny little pot at Bunnings for $6. This one now, I just love it. Oh my goodness. Look at that, staring at you. And, okay, I can feel something wet. It's moisture. So I have this growing in these pots here. along with my dragon, my silver dragon here, my Alocasia, which I put some fertilizer. I don't think it liked the fertilizer, it went yellow, but it's still growing good. And look at this pot. So this is, I made this pot, by the way, and my pole. Ooh, my, what are you? Satin pothos. This is my longest satin pothos, and I've got some, I grew the bamboo. I take a lot of pride and joy in making and growing my own things to use. So it's just in my DNA. I was just raised to grow things and make things. And so this one here, put my bamboo pole, and then I crocheted some, what do you call this? Wool, because I have a room full of wool that people have been giving me. And anyway, so this pot now I've crocheted. Look, this is the easiest and best way to make a piggyback, what do you call that? Pot planter. And these ones I got from Kmart for $1. And so of course, if I need to water it, I can just lift up the pot as well. And you can get different sizes of pots and you could do it. So just to give an idea. And again, it's just one hook. So I don't want to put too much weight as well, because or else then I have to find a stud and drill a screw or a little hooky planter that's more sturdier than that one. But this one, it can handle it, so it's very, very light. I think we need to do like a 2-hour tour of different plants. Oh, it's flowering. My oxalis, my little, oh, look, hello. Anyway, my golden royo. This has been growing downstairs in my family room, and it's not getting enough sun. So it only gets a little bit of morning sun. So I thought I'll put it here and then I'll move things around. But for now, I just put this here the other day. And so I have to find a spot for that. And oh, it's flowering, this one. Oh my God, there's so many plants. Oh, look at you, Yucatan princess. This one now, yes, next to the vanilla bean in here, by the way. Oh, look, I'm doing some more pots, DIY things. Okay, my planter, because, so this Dracaena, and I've got aloe. I need to put Dracaena, aloe, and Haworthioides or Haworthioides or something like that on this spot here. So I've already got a hook ready for the top. So I need to do 3. I like 3. Put another 3 in here. So that's it for now. And okay, what are you? Oh my goodness, so many plants. Okay, have I covered? Oh, fairy castle. Yes, I don't know. Oh yes, I put a fairy castle here too. Look, my fairy castle. The thorns are soft, so you can go against it and towards it, or anyway. There you go. That's it, folks. Oh, these ones. These are different types of Tradescantia. I am obsessed. So I think there's 1, 2, 3 different types of Tradescantia in this water. It's just a tall pot and it's got water. So I just need to, okay, that's already so a bit dry, so I just need to top that up. So in this pot here, the water lasts about a week. So even here during winter, because that's already been here for 3 weeks, and I just top it up 3 weeks ago, and before I put it here, and then now it's drying up again, so I might need to get my daughter to water some of my plants. So I have to put a sticker saying water every once a month. She's a good girl anyway. She does water. Even when I tell her don't water, she still waters it. So that's it, folks. And relax, because that is such a long, exhausting video. Okay, maybe have a cuppa. That's it. I can have my cuppa here. I haven't had a cuppa here yet in the morning, so I should probably find a spot for a kettle somewhere and some coffee or whatever.